Where do children come from? A mystical and philosophical journey. Where do children really come from? Is it only from matter and biology? Or do they carry something greater, energy, consciousness, light, and the mysteries of the universe? Every new child is a tiny miracle. But if we look deeper, could a soul choose the moment of birth, the family, the country, the time, and even the people it will meet in this world? Think about this. Why do some children from birth possess incredible intuition, creative thinking, or remarkable abilities? Why do some children inspire adults, change the course of events around them, while others quietly carry a light that gradually unfolds over time? Philosophers, mystics, and scientists have asked the same question for centuries. Perhaps it is through children that we see the reflection of the universe and its harmony. Today we will embark on a philosophical, mystical, and cosmic journey to try to understand what the birth of a new life means from the perspective of the universe, consciousness, and mysticism. We will explore ancient philosophical teachings, mystical traditions, modern scientific research, examples of special children, and attempt to look beyond the physical world. Perhaps after this journey, you will look at every child around you with new understanding and respect for their hidden wisdom and potential. Philosophical perspective. Ancient philosophers believed that the soul exists long before birth. Plato wrote that the soul travels through the world of ideas, accumulating experience, and then incarnates in a physical body. Philo, Eastern philosophers, and mystical traditions claim that each life is a journey of the soul, coming with a mission, with a specific purpose. Consider children who remember their past lives. Dr. Ian Stevenson documented hundreds of such cases where children recounted events that could not have been learned from their environment. Why do some children come into the world with unusual abilities or profound intuition that cannot be explained by genetics? Perhaps their souls carry accumulated experiences or the light of other worlds. Philosophy teaches us that the birth of a child is not merely a biological process. It is an act of cosmic harmony, a meeting of consciousnesses that creates a new impulse of life. Every child may come to bring unique knowledge, light, or energy that was not present before. Through them, the universe renews itself, gaining new forms of thought, new energies, and new possibilities. Perhaps every child is like a small star, illuminating humanity's path and helping us see the world differently. And if we are attentive, we can sense the light and energy they bring into our world. And if we are attentive, we can feel the light and energy that they bring into our world. Mystical and cosmic perspective. From a mystical perspective, children come to us like small universes, each with its unique energy, experience, and mission. Traditions of karma and reincarnation suggest that the soul chooses its path, family, and environment to fulfill its purpose. Sometimes children are born with unusual abilities, profound intuition, or rare sensitivity to the world. Perhaps this is the result of their soul's experience in other realities. Imagine, each child is like a glowing spark in the universe, carrying knowledge, energy, and the ability to transform the world around them. In some cultures, there is the concept of guardian children or special children who come into the world to teach others, influence people, and develop collective consciousness. Examples include children who, from an early age, display extraordinary talents, playing musical instruments without lessons, instantly grasping complex concepts, and sensing the emotions of those around them. Each child carries invisible threads of energy that influence their family, community, and even future generations. Perhaps they come to awaken humanity, to teach us love, kindness, and a different way of seeing the world. Sometimes it seems that such children predict events or simply attract opportunities that change the lives around them. And if we learn to see this, we can understand the value of each new life and see birth as a cosmic event and an act of universal creation. Modern philosophical and psychological reflections. Modern philosophers and psychologists offer a new perspective. Children are a reflection of collective consciousness. They bring fresh ideas, new forms of thinking, and new ways of perceiving the world, which can transform communities and even society. For example, children who show a deep interest in science, music, or art from an early age seem to introduce new trends into the world. Their energy awakens parents, teachers, and communities to new discoveries and development. Some scientists and mystics believe that a child's soul consciously chooses the moment of birth, family, and environment to fulfill its purpose. Imagine that each child comes with a unique soul code that influences the course of events, the energy around them, and the development of other people's consciousness. Then the birth of a child is a cosmic event, a meeting of consciousnesses, a moment of creating new universal potential. Every child is a small world that carries light, energy, and the ability to change the reality around us. And if we are attentive, we can observe how through their actions and choices, new possibilities emerge and new paths of development unfold. That is why studying the origin and nature of children helps us understand how collective consciousness functions and how energy interacts in the universe. Stories of famous special children from real life, whose abilities amaze the world, or stories from mystical traditions. Mysterious stories of children. Where did they come from? Sometimes children's stories make adults question the nature of consciousness and the soul. In many countries, parents have shared cases where very young children said things that could not be explained by ordinary experience. For example, some children at the age of 3 or 4 begin talking about places where they supposedly lived before. They describe houses, cities, people, and even events that happened long before they were born. In some cases, researchers found real similarities between the child's words and historical facts. Such stories have been studied by scientists who try to understand how a small child could know things that no one had ever taught them. There are other mysterious cases as well. Sometimes children tell their parents phrases like, "I chose you," or "I saw you before I was born." Some parents recall that their child spoke about light, about a space, or about a place where they existed before birth. Of course, science still cannot fully explain such stories. But these cases make us wonder, can consciousness exist before birth? And can a soul truly choose its path into this world? Perhaps these mysterious memories are simply the imagination of a child. Or perhaps they are rare moments when children still remember something from a world that adults have long forgotten. Conclusion and philosophical message. So, where do children come from? Not only from matter, not only from biology, they come with energy, consciousness, a soul, and a mission. Each child is a small universe, arriving with a secret purpose, a message, and the potential to change the world. Every new birth is an event not only for the family, but for the entire planet, for the whole universe. Each child is a gift, a little miracle that brings light and inspiration, filling the world with new possibilities, energy, and potential. The stories of special children show that they can inspire people, help society, awaken consciousness, and change the course of events. They are like little teachers, messengers of the cosmos, teaching us to see the world more broadly, feel more deeply, and act more wisely. Perhaps the most important thing is to learn to see the light that each child carries and to appreciate the uniqueness of every soul entering our world. Think about it. What if every child is a little messenger of the universe, arriving with a mission? Subscribe to the channel to explore more mysteries of the universe, consciousness, and mystical wonders of life. And write in the comments, do you believe that the soul chooses the time and place of its birth? Remember, every new child is an opportunity, inspiration, and a piece of the cosmos, coming to change your world, and perhaps the entire world.